Hi folks, it's me, I'm back, China Guitar Skeptic, and today's video I've got two guitars to show you. One is an old friend, and following on from a comment that came through on a few of the videos recently actually, I've decided that it's time to get this out, resurrect it and finish the job. If you recall, I kept dropping it. I have already painted it up this lovely shade of seafoam green, but the Partercaster is about to make a welcome return. I'm going to take it all apart again and I'm going to fix this bit on the body and I'm going to finish it. The good thing is that this paint has now gone off rock solid. The reason that I haven't got round to it yet is because both myself and my parents have moved house. And so Dad hasn't got the workshop that he had. I haven't got everything set up here yet for workshopping, and so I just haven't had anywhere to do it. But I'm hoping now that Dad has got his new shed, which will be a lot smaller, but hopefully we can go over there and finish this baby off, which I know you're all very keen to do. But today's project, I was in a band with a good friend of mine who I've worked with for many years. He was frontman for a band called Raygun for a period, and he was in a little outfit with me called the Stereo Buskers. We both played acoustic guitar and sung for a very short period of time after Raygun split, and he brought over this guitar. As you can see, it's in a very sorry state. I have no idea what it is. It's got this shield on the headstock. The tuners are pretty rough and ready, but something tells me that this is no ordinary run-of-the-mill guitar. It's got an appalling set of strings on it. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to take the strings off, I'm going to clean it up, I'm going to see if I can get rid of some of these scratches from it, because these are nasty. I'm going to see if I can get those polished out and maybe a little bit of walnut, the old walnut trick on those, and see if we can't give this back to him in a much nicer state than it arrived. So that's today's video. It's also going to get itself a brand new set of these Elixir, the 12 to 53 gauge, count as lights, but the phosphor bronze strings on it, because these are the ones I'm now playing with a lot on my acoustics, and everybody's probably seen that I've got it on the MILTON K24 copy, and they sound lovely. They're really good and they last for forever. Probably even as long as these strings have lasted. I don't think these are Elixirs. They don't feel coated at all. But I'm going to put some of these on it. So we'll start by taking off all the existing strings. I'll loosen them all down. I'm a little bit concerned about this guitar because I can't see anywhere where it's got a truss rod. And I'm hoping that taking the tension off the neck is not going to cause it to suddenly have a funny 5 minutes. These all need oiling as well. All these tuners are a bit bindy. So we get these strings off of here. Not quite there with that yet. Yeah, I've had a lot of feedback about the Partercaster, and actually my good buddy Duncan at DKG's given me an idea, because I don't know if you can see on the Partercaster, but this nut, I think I've shown you before. In fact, we did a bit of repair on this nut, if I remember rightly, but look at the action underneath that nut. It really needs a new nut, and I'm seriously considering getting a roller nut for it. Let me know what you think. I think I'm feeling in a brave mood. I feel I could probably install a roller nut, and if you want to see that done, let me know in the comments down below. The other thing I need to do as well is to, I think I may well end up replacing those pickups, but we'll get the guitar set up and playing properly before we make that decision. And just in case, you never know, they may be fine. If you remember rightly, I got that loaded pickguard from Hong Kong, Chinese made of course, but from Hong Kong for, I think it was 14 UK British pounds. So it was as cheap as chips. And actually the quality of the pickups isn't all that bad really, considering. But certainly there were tiny little potentiometers on the back of that scratch plate, and I do feel that we could probably improve on the pickups in that. I'd really like a Fender with some lace sensors on. As I suspected, this bridge is a floating bridge which just sits on there. So I'm going to have to make sure that I get that right with the intonation when I put these strings back on it. I'm going to take all the old strings off, and actually if I can, I might... No, I can't take that bridge off. Just thinking out loud. But we've got these old knackered strings off now, and I'm going to start a little clean-up job. I'll take the camera with me. I'm going to have to do this on the kitchen work surface because I don't have a work surface. And I'll try and get some video for you of the work. First thing I'm going to do is give it a damn good dusting, so I'll see you in a moment. See what you think. So, after a lot of sweat, whew, here it is with the strings on it. But what I haven't done is brought them up to tension yet. And I'm going to use a tuner on my phone, because the first thing I want to do before I bring them up to tension is I want to get this bridge in the right position. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop this on here, and I'm going to tune. Doesn't matter what the tuning is actually, as long as I've got a reference point. Take it up one more, I think. Okay, so that's slightly flatter. The harmonic is around there and the fretted note is a little bit flatter. So that tells me that the length between here and the half is a little bit too long, so I need to move this bridge very slightly forward. Now that's perfect. And I do the same with the that needs to come forward quite a way as well. But I've got to be careful not to move the other side of the bridge now. Still a little bit. Almost perfect, just a touch more. Perfect. But I think I've put the other side out now. Yeah, just a trifle. We come back this way just a little bit. Perfect. So now that I've done that, I know that both sides of this bridge are set so that the intonation is correct, and it's a fixed intonated bridge anyway, so now all I really need to do is just tune it up. And we use the tuner. Works really well, this tuner on the phone, it's not a problem at all. Okay, so you probably can't hear that as well as I like, so I'm going to bring the microphone down. I'm going to bring the microphone in to about the 12th fret. See how my levels are. Okay. There's a good reason why that top E is slipping, and that is that these coils all need to come up and bunch up together a bit more, like the rest of them. I'm going to have to loosen that off a bit in order to achieve that, maybe even more than that. There we go. Now we can tighten all those coils up. Because these are straight, these pegs are straight, so they don't actually bevel to push the string, to bunch the string up. So there it is, all done and ready for my buddy Toby to collect. Hopefully he'll appreciate the amount of clean up and work I've done on it. That little French polisher's trick, by the way, rubbing a walnut into a scratch, all it does is put some of the walnut oil in and darkens the scratch down, and it works quite well. And I think you can see, compared to how this looked before I started, it looks quite nice. I've also freshened up the fretboard with a bit of the walnut oil, and most importantly I've put a bit of tight bond under this loose fit nut because that just fell off when I took it out. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope some of you will actually recognise what guitar this is and might be able to let me know in the comments down below. I don't know if that logo there means anything to you, but yeah, that's the mystery guitar, mystery acoustic with its new elixir on it, and be back very, very soon with some more work on the Partacaster. In the meantime, folks, take care